Alright guys, what's going on? We've got the 11th war of Season 22 here, and today 4Loki is going to be facing MIBR, or Made in Brazil. These guys are pretty much always in Masters from what I remember. It looks like they maybe had a shell last season, but I do recognize the name. We've played them before. They have good rosters, similar prestige, good placement, so they're definitely a Masters level alliance. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at their map here. And yeah, it looks like a lot of their Omega fights they have split up in one section, which is probably pretty smart. So they've got Korg on Path 1 in Section 1. I actually think that that's a really good spot for him. Nick Fury on Path 9 in Section 1. That is a pretty good spot for him, I guess. I think that it's better to put him on the Stun Immune mini, but that's just me. Some interesting placements on like the regen nodes. Spider-Gwen isn't metal, so Magneto isn't really going to be good for that. And Dragon Man on that shared fight at the end of 789, that's a good spot for him because you want to block his specials to stop his power gain. Magneto boss, that's a rank 3 6-star. We've done that before as well. Pretty smart. It usually requires a pretty specific counter that doesn't always fit on a normal Alliance War team. So this is going to be a really short war for me. I actually had family in town this day, so my battle group leader put me on backup in Section 2. So I'm going to take 2 fights in Section 1 here. This is Path 9. I haven't taken it yet this season. And this is going to be the Hazard Shift, Incinerate, and Poison fight. And it's going to be a Vision Arcus, and you're going to see there's kind of a weird interaction that happens here. I'm using Clairvoyant for it. She is a really good option. So basically what you want to do is slow play this first part when he's in his Incinerate phase. So I was kind of just trying to like nullify his power gain by hitting him once. Here I'm going to go ahead and switch into the Poison phase. And I'm going to use my special 2, and Tenacity shrugged my buff immunity. So he got a bunch of power gains from that. So I'm going to have to go ahead and block this special 2. You can see that his power shot up really quickly. Here I'm going to switch into the Incinerate Curse. And then I'm going to throw my special 3. I'm not running Mystic Dispersion, but I do have like a 150% Mystic power boost on. So that special 3 is just completely devastating. And I'm going to throw one more here. And yeah, the fight's over. So it went pretty smoothly. It didn't go exactly how I thought it would, but it was pretty close. 41 hits, not too bad. And then this second fight here is going to be Nick Fury. This is Power Focus 1 and Resistor. So this is okay placement. Power Focus 1, you know, it helps and hurts depending on who you're using. For me, it's going to be fine though. You can see it took a little while for the fight to load. So, alright, the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a heavy attack, and that way I can just parry him and lock in spores during the Incinerate phase. Alright, so we're at 12 spores now, and now he's in the Poison phase, so now I can hit him freely. I'm going to go ahead and lock in another heavy attack here. He's at 17 spores, so you can see we're like 30 seconds in. His first life is almost gone. We're back in the Incinerate phase now. And I have a couple of Incinerates on me, so I'm just kind of waiting a few minutes here before I do anything. Alright, back in the Poison phase, free to hit him. So here, I didn't mean to block the first part of that special 2, he just kind of threw it when I was close to him. So now that he's back in the Incinerate phase, I want to go back to hitting him as little as possible. The only thing I want to do is hit him with heavy attacks when he's in this phase, and block hit him to get some spores. So here I'm going to go ahead and use my special 3 to try to heal up a little bit. And on the mini-boss node, this wouldn't have killed him, but I believe it does actually kill him in this fight. So, no healing, but that's not a big deal. So now I'm basically just going to move up and wait for my battle group to finish clearing. And I'm going to take one mini-boss here, and it's going to be this rank 3 6-star Killmonger on polka dot power and stunning reflection. This is a tricky fight. Checking his sig ability, he's only sig 20. But this is a tricky fight because if you're not, it's really easy to get backed up because if you stand open, you leave yourself vulnerable to potentially parry him by accident. So here I always start with a heavy, bait out his heavy, counter it, and then I'm gonna just hold block because I want to push him to his special 2. So here I'm kind of in a corner, not a huge deal. He did throw the special 2, luckily. So now I'm only down to 12 spores, but again, you can see he's going down pretty quickly, so I'm not overly worried about it. I definitely want to lock those in. Missed the parry on the special 2, but it's not a huge deal. And the goal is to just try to keep your spores up, and that also gives you power. When you lock them in, your degeneration with polka dot power gives you power, so... Alright, we're at a special 3 now. Just want him to throw his special 2, and he's not really doing it, so I'm cornered. Here I'm going to go ahead and use my special 3 to get myself out of the corner. This is why with Omega, I pretty much always save to the special 3. It just does so much, like power control, regen, and spacing. So here he's going to throw his special 2 right away, which is nice. I'm going to finish with my special 1. And that fight went really, really well. So yeah, that was actually the end of my war. 61 hits, not too bad. And yeah, you can see that some people down there in the chat were saying the pressure is on. And that's because at this point in our battle group, we had not died. So... we are going for, we're always going for a perfect clear, but here we only had a couple fights left. So Legacy is going to go in, or Carl's going to go in, and he was going to take a fight, and then Legacy took the boss. He did solo. So we did end up going 50-0 in the battle group for this war, which is awesome. It's always really awesome when that happens. And we did actually end up winning this war. Made in Brazil did a good job. We've just been doing really well this season. I think we had 4 deaths, and their defense is really good. So we just got ahead of them early, and there was really no way for them to catch up. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. 1 war left. Hopefully we can win it. I think we're facing off against AGTG. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.